In this video, we have a couple of examples of dividing some decimals. The first one is 36.5 divided by 2. So let's write that down as a long division. Put 36.5 in the house. We'll divide it by 2. And now what do we do first? Well, you put that decimal point to bed right there. And then start away. 2 goes into 3 once. 1 times 2 is 2. You subtract, you get 1 left over, bring down the 6. Now we say 2 goes into 16 8 times. 8 times 2 is 16. You subtract, you get 0. Now we have to bring down the 5. 2 goes into 5 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. We subtract, we get a remainder. So when we get a remainder, when you are doing some division by decimals, you can't just say remainder 1. It doesn't work quite like that. But what we can do, and at any time you should pause and write this down. Don't let it get ahead too far, and even try to pause and work ahead. But what we can do is put in as many zeros as we need after that decimal point and after the last non-zero number right here. You can just keep putting on zeros as long as you need it. So now I'm going to drop that 0 down here. And so now we have 10. So 2 goes into 10 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. We subtract. Now when we get a 0 here, that means we're done. So our answer, our quotient, is 18.25. Okay, not too bad. We just tacked on a 0 where we needed. Next problem, 147 divided by 8.4. We're going to write this same way. 147 goes in the house. 8.4 is trying to get inside the house, so it's outside there. Now on this step, we know that we need to move that decimal point to the end of the divisor. So let's do that. And if you don't see a decimal point, it's implied that it's at the end here of the dividend. So we're going to move it over and we're going to put in a 0. And then we'll put that decimal point to bed, just like that. Now let's start the division. So this one will take a little bit more thought, but we can do it here. And I'm going to put this decimal point in red so we can see it really well. Let's see, 84 does not go into 1 or 4, but it does go into 147. I think it'll go twice. Let's see, maybe only once. And after a little thought, between 2 or 1, twice would be over 168. So this will just go in just once. So we'll write a 1 here over the 7, representing that we're going into all of 147. 1 times 84 is 84. We subtract, we get 3 here, and then 14 minus 8 is 6. Okay, that is smaller than 84. We bring down the 0, and now we think, how many times can 84 go into 63? Well, 8 goes in, or how many times can 84 go into 630? 8 goes into 63 7 times. So let's try that. 7, and then 7 times 84. Well, 7 times the 4 is 28. Carry that 2. 7 times 8 is 56. Plus the 2 is 58. And again, pause at any time so that you can take notes or you can try to work ahead and see if you can solve this. We have to subtract here. We get 10 minus 8 is 2. We have to borrow from this one as well. Now we have 12 minus 8 is 4. So we have 42. We're going to tack on another 0. Notice that it's going to be after the decimal place. But we're going to keep on going until we don't have a remainder anymore. So we have a 0 here. And now 84. Let's see, how many times does 84 go into 420? Well, I always like to look at the first decimal, or the first digit. 8. How many times does 8 go into 42? Well, it goes 5. Let's try that out. We'll try a 5. I'm going to extend this bar. So 5 times 84 And I'll just cut to the chase here. That does equal 420. We'll subtract. Now we have 0 left over, so now we can finally stop. We don't have to keep plugging in extra zeros here. So 17.5 is the quotient of that division problem. Okay, I hope that helps.